Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelly. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you for stopping by. I know you guys have a variety of choices of YouTube content creators and I'm not professional. I'm not a professional, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the knots out of my hair. I am not a professional makeup artist. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I buy all this stuff with my own money. I don't get it in PR. And today I'm doing something, it's been sitting on my makeup table for probably a year. These are not new, but I have two different palettes. Both of them are Avocado palettes. One of them is from BH Cosmetics. One of them is from Makeup Revolution. And I don't know why I have them. I've had a number of these I Heart Revolution types of palettes, you know, like the chocolate palettes or whatever else. These are beautiful, like 3D, they're fun, they're quirky. You would think by looking at this, you're gonna get a green palette. You're not that far off. It's largely green. I think the green background really sets it off. You do have a couple random colors. You've got a warm neutral, you've got, you know, kind of more of a deeper, richer, bronzy color, a lighter, almost taupe shift one. You've got a black, you've got a apricot-y color, and you've got another kind of mid-tone. You've got a gold, copper color. And then the rest are all like greens, blues and greens. So what does the BH Avocado palette looks like? This one's avocado toast. I love BH Cosmetics. And that's what the BH palette looks like, and how fun is that? I think this one appeals to me slightly more because it doesn't have the green background. It does have this reflective sort of silver, yeah, it's silver, reflective silver background. This is a cardboard case, whereas this is a more of a hard shell plastic case. Again, the 3D on the front is actually really cute. The I Heart Revolution, this one's 18 shades. BH Cosmetics is 16 shades. I kind of want to do a look on each eye and just see what we come up with. Are you guys cool with that? Because they're not like dupes of each other. Not that I think of anyway. I did pick up this I Heart Revolution blush. This is like a peach blush. Might as well put this on. It's been sitting here too. How cute is that? It's like a peach chocolate. It's like a chocolate bar, but it's peach. That's a blush palette. I think I swatched it, and then I've not done anything more to it since then. So let me grab a kind of a big fluffy brush. I think this goes from your deep, dark, saturated shades all the way in ombres up into your highlighter. So I'm gonna go in with the darker color. I do have a little bit of contour on. I probably didn't need to, but I do. Yeah, that's pretty. You know, I feel like all of the Revolution brand, whether it's the I Heart Revolution or Makeup Revolution or any of the other flavors of Revolution X, whatever they are, they're kind of hit and miss for me. But I think this blush is pretty. I would wear this again. This is probably going to be a really good like summer shade. Oh my gosh, how muddy does that look with that? And the bronzer, or the contour I'm using, is actually Makeup Revolution as well. I had it out earlier and I thought, oh, okay, well, I'll just put them on. But that just kind of turned into a whole big muddy mess. That one looks a little bit better over here. Can I buff that out with the blush? And how did I go so overboard with one side? It almost has like a Morticia Addams kind of look to it here. Let me take my foundation brush and just kind of see if I can't lift up some of that contour and blend it in. Hey, this is the part where, you know, I've already told you once, but I'm reminding you again, I'm not a professional makeup artist. We are ladies of a certain age. Hi gals. And we are doing the best we can with what we have. Sometimes we like to find out if, you know, stuff will work for us or if it's just really meant to work with, you know, the younger Instagram models and YouTubers. Yeah, this is cute. This is cute. I like it. I'll use it. I kind of feel like it goes along with the whole like Too Faced peach stuff. All right, you guys, I haven't swatched these. I haven't looked at these. I've just been ignoring them. These are the two palettes, doing them side by side. Do you think we can get a similar look from each one? Like if I do one on one side, do you think I can get the same kind of look on the other? They both seem to have a couple browns. I don't know that they're exactly the same. Why would Makeup Revolution do BH Cosmetics or vice versa? Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. They're both relatively economical brands. We're gonna do what I normally do with dupe videos, and that is the same brush on both sides. Are you close enough? I feel like I'll bring in a little bit. Color switch brushes in between eyeshadows so that I get the same kind of, the same sort of experience. Even though we are going in hot with these shades, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get true dupes on these, on the colors, but I have to try. Okay, the first thing I noticed is on the BH side, I've got like a yellow, whereas on, like a pinky peach color, whereas on the Makeup Revolution side, I have like this lime green, no yellow, and this kind of peachy, pinky color is a little bit more on the apricot side. I'm gonna start with that. A little bit of kick up like I would expect. I am using the Beauty Bay eye base right now, or eyeshadow primer, eyelid primer, in case you're curious as to what I've got on my lid. That lightest peachy shade in here called Creamy, that barely shows up. So let's color switch this bad boy. Let's go into Pink Salt. Gosh, there's Pink Salt and there's Over Easy. I'm gonna use Over Easy. I was gonna use Pink Salt, but I think I'm gonna take Over Easy, which is gonna be probably too yellow. And we're already starting slightly different. Okay, I might color switch that brush a little bit, and I'm gonna go into the lime color on the Makeup Revolution side. And if we add lime to the creamy shade, does that give us more of a yellow shade? Don't know. A little bit more green than yellow. Now we know. Now we have an answer to that question. All right, you guys, let's take a little bit different brush here. I feel like I want to use one of the browns. I really do have two matte browns. One of them is called Paprika, and one of them is called Pit. I'm guessing that would be like an avocado pit. I'm gonna use Paprika. Do you guys put paprika on your avocados? I've never even thought of that. And as I would expect, BH shadow is pigmented, very pretty. That works for me. Okay, what do we have here? We've got two browns. We've got this brown here and this brown here that are your two mattes. I'm gonna try the one that's called Toast because I feel like that might be closest to Paprika. You guys do put a Toast? That is significantly cooler on the eyelid, but it's blending. It's just not super pigmented. I don't feel like I barely touched into it and then, you know, I have to buff it out. I feel like I'm trying to build it. I can tell you it is making a crap ton of kick up on here. Okay, so because that one is so much cooler in tone, I'm gonna take the Sleep shade. Or was that what it's called? No, Seed. I'm gonna take Seed right here and try to warm it up, deepen it up a little bit. Cleaning off my brush a little bit, I'm just gonna try to buff this out a little bit because this is still so much more pigmented on the BH side than I got on the Makeup Revolution side. All right, you guys, if you are familiar with both BH and Makeup Revolution, what's your preference? Because I kind of feel like I'm already developing one. We need to go into some of these darker green shades, huh? This actually might be a close shade. This one's called Ripe right here. And it's almost like a sea foamy kind of shade. I'm just gonna grab it on a flat shader brush and try to put it in next to my lash line here and bring it up a little tiny bit. Now sometimes my eyelids get a little damp because they water, and I've done several different videos today, pre-filming a little bit to accommodate my travel schedule. And sometimes when I take off and put on and take off and put on, my eyes get a little irritated. So if you happen to notice that they're a little bloodshot, that would be why. And if they leak a little bit, that would be why. But so far, so good. I'm gonna take that last brush that I used, kind of color switch it a little bit. We're gonna take this one right here on the Makeup Revolution palette, and it's called Avo. And let's take that over here, see how these shades pair to each other. Okay, that one feels like it got a little caked on. That's weird. A little bit more saturated maybe is probably a better way to say it. And like I said, I do have that eyelid primer on, and eyes are looking a little crepey right now. Oh, wow. Okay, that got completely patchy on me. We're gonna have to go back in. Cleaning off the brush, going back into the BH side, going back into Ripe on the BH side. Let's see if we can't build that up a little bit more. Oh yeah, wants to build up, good. Okay, that actually, you know what? Those shades actually look really similar right now, don't they? At least in my mind, in my eye, my non-artistic eye, they're looking very similar. This is gonna be kind of a fun, like, summer look, huh? Dirty olive green called Superfood, which I really wanna use. I love these kind of muted bronzy colors. I think they're really pretty. This might be the closest shimmer. This one's called Haas, like Haas avocados. We're gonna put that up here next to that sea foam. A little clashy. Gosh, I love the shimmers in the BH. Wow. Okay, here's another thing. Tell me if I'm wrong, but does LA Girl and BH feel the same to you? Okay, we're gonna try this shade right here on the Makeup Revolution side. I cleaned off my finger. This one's called Green Gold, and that one is significantly more green than gold. Well, no, I got a little bit of color shift in here, but it is nothing like the other green gold shade. It's pretty, don't get me wrong. That actually might be one of my favorite shades in this palette, at least so far. Boy, as I move it into that matte, it is completely lifting up that matte. That's horrible. Okay, we're gonna go back into the Haas side on BH and kind of build it up here a little bit. I love a green gold, and it's not really picking up that matte shade that I used at the beginning. I might have found a favorite between the two. Okay. I feel like I need to kind of go back in on that matte shade and maybe build it up again a little bit more. All right, are we having fun? What else do I do here? Okay, we do have some like blue shades in both of these. I feel like the Makeup Revolution palette has a lot more blue shimmers than the BH one does. I'm trying to find one that looks like it might be similar. I might have to just skip it. Okay, we're gonna do this taupey brownie color. It's called Spicy. This is on the BH side. I'm just gonna put a little of this out here, kind of a C formation, sort of ground this look because I feel like it's a little out of hand. That's a lot, right? It's almost a little mod looking, like 60s mod. We're gonna take Mousse on this side, which seems like it might be a little darker, and it's not even showing up. Wow, that's disappointing. Yeah, okay, that's not working. I'm gonna have to go into the darkest black in here now it's called Haas on this side, Haas Avocado on that side. See if I can't get this to, there's a ton of fallout on that. And all this is doing is getting muddy. Wow. So I barely touched into it on the BH side, and the Makeup Revolution side is just a muddy mess. Okay, and we're gonna try to blend and see if we can't salvage a little bit. Wow, I look like I got punched in the eye. That's crazy. Okay. Now this reminds me here, as I'm trying to diffuse this side out, this reminds me of marriage counseling, where my first marriage, where the counselor had said, hey, in order to have your marriage work, we're gonna have to break you. So now I have to muddy up and dirty up this side. Trying to get it to be the same sort of, you know, punched in the eye look as this side over here. And that matte green that I used right here is all but lifted up. This is miserable. Okay, you guys. My battery is blinking at me. I'm gonna clean up this punched eye look. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna change my battery. I'll be right back. We're gonna try this again because that went horribly wrong. I think it's this palette, I gotta be honest. This Makeup Revolution Tasty Avocado palette. Not super tasty for me. And I'm gonna swatch a few shades here because I don't think, see, that actually looks beautiful swatched, doesn't it? Maybe I just didn't want to go over the matte. That's a little crumbly and chunky, showing some texture. I'm gonna pick one more of these colors just to swatch. Okay, you know, the shimmers are very, very pretty. I'm just not feeling the mattes right now. I think this is gonna be one that why spend more time. It's like, why drink bad wine? Like, life's too short to drink crappy wine. Why use a crappy makeup palette? What it has going for it, I like the raised avocado. That's super, super fun. There's some potential in here, but the quality, I'm just left wanting. So you guys tell me, did you notice that if you picked up this palette, did you notice the quality was junk? Or did I just get a bad palette? It's literally been sitting here for a year and I haven't used it. It hasn't been opened. Haven't used it, never swatched it. You'll probably see that in a future declutter video. Let's stick with the BH Cosmetics one because this seemed to be going on much better. We're gonna start with pink salt here up at the top. This is kind of that. And I do have the same eyelid primer that I started with. We're just gonna use the same palette on both eyes. And instead of going all in green, which I feel like is staining my fingers and will probably have a good chance of staining my lid, I'm gonna just do a look that I'll leave on the rest of the day. My fingers are completely stained right now. I'm gonna try a little micellar water and see if I can't get them off because I really don't wanna transfer that. Yeah, it's coming off a little bit here. I kinda want this expensive shade on my lids. Let's do it. Oh, pretty. Wow, they really do know how to do shimmers. Did you guys see my BH haul that I did not too long ago? This isn't one of the palettes I picked up in it because I already had it. I forget how good these are. Wow. I think in my mind I get, okay, well, they're not super expensive, so therefore, you know, you get what you pay for. These are a step above, really a step above that I Heart Revolution line. I'll give I Heart Revolution another shot or two because I do have a number of palettes from them and some that I haven't used, I haven't filmed with. So I'll come back and do, you know, some other trials with them and see if I can't change my opinion of them. And I know that I've done some videos using some of their products and it's kind of fine. But maybe I've just gotten better over the years or more discerning. I'm gonna take this dark brown right here and I suspect it's pretty pigmented. I just tapped it off on the back of my hand so that I can get some of the pigment pulled off before I start putting it on my eyes. This is working out well for me. Anyway, so if you guys have a favorite Revolution palette, let me know. If I've got it, maybe I'll try that first and just see. I gotta be honest, I sometimes go into these trials with palettes without really educating myself on what other people say, because I really do want to give my honest opinion. I don't want to be swayed all the time by other people's more favorable opinions, because sometimes they're getting paid and I'm not. Sometimes they get it in PR and they feel like they need to say something complimentary because they got it and they want to keep getting products for free. Right, I can tell you right now, if Makeup Revolution called and said, hey, we want to send you a boatload of products for free, I might hesitate. Wow, that rose gold is really pretty. You wouldn't think you would do the kind of this rose gold look from a avocado palette. I'm going to take this lightest shimmer right here. That's going to go in my inner corner. Hopefully meld up a little bit with that rose gold that sure is pretty. Get up a little bit. I need a darker color for down below. I'm half tempted to want to use one of these, this kind of color or this color, but I don't think I want to do too crazy because I feel like I've done some crazy looks today. I'm going to take Holy Moly, which is this one down here. I'm guessing that's a reference to guacamole. And a little bit right against the lash line, outer corner, kind of give me that softer definition to the eye. Have you guys been doing puppy eyes? Remember, you know, like last year we had the fox eye trend. I feel like there's like this puppy eye trend kind of going on right now. If you guys know what I'm talking about or want me to go over it with you, I certainly can. I think sometimes it can be a little bit more flattering and easy to accomplish when you've got close set hooded eyes like I do, or mature eyelid. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about, or if you want a more explanation of what I'm talking about. Okay, that got a little dark, so I'm just kind of cleaned off my brush. I'm gonna go back into Pink Sea Salt, which is the very first transition shade that I used, and I'm gonna use that to kind of lighten up and soften up while my under eyes are looking a little on the crazy crepey side right now. It's a little bit more my speed. Okay, I'm gonna clean up a little bit underneath my eyes, put some mascara on, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I feel like I'm relatively normal here. I didn't actually clean up too much, so much as I just took a little eye cream and tapped it underneath there. I do have this Dose of Colors concealer on underneath my eyes because I was feeling very dark and heavy, and then I feel like that just kind of sat on the creases. Not so good. I do have one more product I was going to try, and that's the NYX. This is Milky. This one's in the shade Maudie Peach, and I felt, you know what? Might be kind of fun to use that with the kind of peach blush, which I seem to still have on, right? Yeah, blush is pretty. Okay, this is a ColourPop lip liner. Not sure which one it is. This one's called Brink. And great, that'll work for this look. Let's try this lip gloss. These came out last summer, right? I got a couple of them. That's pretty. All right, I thought this makeup was gonna go horribly wrong, and I am not upset at all. I am a little dark around the bridge of my nose. That happens because of my glasses. Clean up that a little bit. And I think as long as I keep it out of my creases under my eyes, it might go a little bit better than last time around. Probably could have used a peach under eye corrector to go with the whole kind of peach theme. I guess the eyes are a little bit more rose gold. And even though I've got like pink and peach all going on, I am not upset at all. What do I need? I need, you know what? Speaking with the peach theme, let's try a little of this Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. I love this stuff. I recently bought a little travel one, and it's just been sitting on my makeup table here, my filming table, instead of going in my travel case because, well, that's packed. So I love the smell of this stuff, and it is really a beautiful setting powder. I love the way this looks on the skin. Okay, hey, might as well stay with the theme. I also have a Too Faced Peach Mist setting spray. Might as well use that. Whew. That's it. Doesn't smell quite as good as the peach powder does. I now can feel like I have good makeup on. You guys, in the battle of the avocados, there was a clear winner for me. The Makeup Revolution or I Heart Revolution palette was chalky, patchy, chunky, sheer, not what I want in a palette. I like the case, but that's it. BH Cosmetics, don't love the case so much, don't love the artwork quite as much. You know, avocado toast, okay. And I did try a number of these shades, and I didn't get the lift or anything like that that concerned me. I'm just gonna swatch a few of these just for fun. These are the mattes, even though I swatched shimmers on the other ones. I'm a matte girl at heart. I can tell you, out of the 7 shimmers they have in here, they all feel absolutely fine. They all feel just beautiful, creamy, delicious. There's one really actually beautiful formula. So this is the one as a lady of a certain age. I can get multiple looks out of this palette, no doubt about it. If you want me to come back and do several looks with this palette, the BH Cosmetics Avocado Toast palette, please let me know. I bought both of these with my own money. This one I'm not gonna do another look for you guys on this. This is gonna go in my declutter video. We're working on that box of, this isn't gonna get used. Life's too short to use bad palette. All right, you guys. Lip gloss is great. Blush is great. You know, honestly, the blush was from I Heart Revolution, and I don't have any use with that at all. I'm gonna put a little bit more of it on here just because I love blush, and that sure is an awfully pretty color. This will get used again, no doubt about it. I hope you guys are doing really well. I hope you guys enjoy this kind of content. If you're new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button before you go. And if you're an existing subscriber, I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Leave me a comment. Feel free to follow me over on Instagram at Shelly Tsunami. DM me over there if you're shy. I have zero issue with that. I'm happy to respond and communicate and keep the conversation going. Leave me comments or send me a message on what kind of content you want to see. Do you want to see a particular palette? Do you want me to come back and do 3 looks of the palette that you were particularly challenged by? Just knowing that we're ladies of a certain age, we're figuring this shit out as we go. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and until my next video, bye for now.